Most memorable project. Most memorable projects as a child or an adult, in school or at work. What have been your most memorable hobbies or undertakings? Get action. Do things. Don't fritter away your time. Take a place wherever you are and be somebody. Theodore Roosevelt. Favorite jobs. We've all probably held more than a few. Which ones did you love and which ones did you loathe? To forgive is the highest, most beautiful form of love. In return, you will receive untold peace and happiness. Robert Mueller. Most infuriating people. Some people are so irritating that they leave you speechless. Who pushed your buttons? More than enough is too much. Unknown. Holidays. Too much partying, too much family, but moments you will never forget. Happy is the man whom man can make unhappy. Unhappy is the man whom man can make unhappy. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Favorite and not so favorite sports heroes. Who are the ones you rooted for and who are the ones you hated? There are risks and costs to a program of action, but there are less than the long-range risks and costs of comfortable inaction. John F. Kennedy. Time capsule. If you could put things away for future generations, what would they be and why? When I was about 8, I decided that the most wonderful thing next to a human being was a book. Margaret Walker. Writers. Poets, songwriters, newspaper columnists, and authors. Who taught you a new way to look at things or simply captured your heart? In search of my mother's garden, I found my own. Alice Walker. Flowers, plants, and trees. The simple and often majestic quality of these wonderful creations, the beauty of Flowers, plants, and trees. The simple and often majestic quality of these wonderful creations. The beauty of the gladiola, the essence of the jasmine, the shade of the elm. My favorite thing is to go where I've never been. Diane Arbus. Secret places. Where have you gone for solitude, peace, and quiet? Only the upright heart that has its own logic and its own reason is free. Marc Chagall. Advice. What are some of the most rewarding words of encouragement you've heard? Who said them? The great thing about getting older is that you don't lose all the other ages you've been. Madeleine L'Engle. Games. Which are the games you loved as a child? Which ones do you play now? Being independent, answering to no one, and doing whatever you want is one of the 2 greatest things in life. The greatest is sharing love. John Coleman. Darkest hours. What were the lowest times of your life and how'd you get through them? Sense of humor can help you overlook the unattractive, tolerate the unpleasant, cope with the unexpected, and smile through the unbearable. Moshe Waldox. Favorite jokes. It's said that laughter is the best medicine. So what are the jokes that made you laugh? I have no regrets. I wouldn't have lived my life the way I did if I was going to worry about what people were going to say. Ingrid Bergman. What do you believe about spirituality, God, and life after death? On laughter. He who laughs, lasts. Mary Pettibone Poole. Biggest changes in the world in your lifetime. I wish it were okay in this country to look one's age, whatever it is. Maturity has a lot going for it, even in terms of aesthetics. For example, you no longer get bubblegum stuck to your braces. Syra McFadden. Favorite artwork. Any image you treasure, even your own or your children's. Tell me what you eat, and I will tell you what you are. Anthem Brillet Savarin. Favorite photos of myself. Admit it, no fake modesty. Paste them below. Never fear that your life might come to an end. Rather fear that it should never begin. Funeral plan. How would you like to be remembered? If your funeral went exactly as you wished, how would it be? Don't be afraid to use humor, jokes, remembrances, testimonials, and break tradition. Who would speak? Let me observe with new interest even the commonplace things that happen in each new day. Unknown. Prized possessions. Favorite souvenirs, mementos, and items that have a priceless value in your heart. Family tree. Holy shit. Okay. That's it.